Well, I like to talk a little bit in this chapter about the magic gesture, the magical gesture, which is really important. And sometimes I think in Rubik's Cube magic, maybe it's not so well developed or well integrated in the routine. First, the idea of the magical gesture is so important, it's key, there's always has to be there, because it provides order to the effect that takes place. It provides the spectator the moment that the magic is going to take place. It will connect with the effect, and also it will be able for the spectator to anticipate what it is coming. If the magical gesture is well chosen, well connected, it will provide a lot of meaning in the magic that we do, and it will be stronger. Okay? There's this debate on these emotions in magic, like the counterpoint of surprise and suspense. Okay? Surprise is when you see something and these things is unexpected. You don't expect it, and you, of course, with the same word, you are surprised. On the opposite, when we talk about suspense, is when you know something is going to happen, when you know that per se something is going to happen, and you are just expecting that to happen, and you leave that with another emotion, different emotion, okay? And this is very related with the idea of the magical gesture. Some people have discussed that surprise is paramount, is the strongest emotion that you can appeal with magic, and I think is not the case, okay? I think at some point, surprise, it will provide a narrowed range of emotions for the spectator. But let me give an example. So surprise will be something like this. I take a ball, and it's gone, and is on the cup, okay? This is surprising because the magical gesture, the wand, didn't provide you with a connection with the effect. This really doesn't talk about the ball disappearing, and of course does not talk of the ball appearing below the cup, okay? So an alternative thing that will be more related to maybe suspense will be something like this, combining the two. So I take the ball, you see? So with this different magical gesture, you're providing a direction, you're providing with means for the spectator to put the thing together. So he's going to expect something below the cup, okay? So that is the key importance, anticipation. So it's not the same, because one can argue that suspense is not that important, because if you know what is going to happen, it's not going to surprise you, it's not going to emote you. But the thing is kind of in the middle, because when a magical gesture is properly designed, it won't provide 100% of the information. Like, okay, I'm going to take a ball, make it disappear, and appear under the cup. That is not interesting if you give all the thing already for the spectator, feed them all the information to the spectator. It's much better if you hint that information so the spectator put the puzzles and put the things together, okay? That is what I think is key for the magical gesture. And of course, a magical gesture, another thing, it doesn't have to be a gesture. It could be a word, it could be a silence. That was something that Gaby Pareras taught me. It's just something that is the catalytic the fiction that it will supposedly produce the magic, okay? In that sense, I think one of the best things that I bring to the table with this routine is precisely the magical gesture. And the magical gesture in this case, with these elements and this other element that I technically substitutes the paper bag, is this idea of throwing something through a wormhole, through a cylinder, through a portal, and something changes as the other side. I think that is a very good proposal, because this magical gesture, this fiction, he's already talking about a transformation, a process. You won't expect that the cube disappears. You will expect that something happened on the other side. And it provides means for the spectator to anticipate what is coming. When I throw the cube, and at the other side it is scrambled, people will go, oh shit, because they know what it's coming. They are connecting This idea with the idea that there will be a coincidence. So that is, I think, something worth mentioning, and I think is a good idea. Finally, I also think it's a good idea using this cylinder because both effects will be connected. There's two different effects in the routine. One is the coincidence, and the other one is the order of the two cubes. But they are all coming to one. It's the same concept. They are not two separate things that happen. It is a cube is scrambled. I throw a cube. It scrambles through the process because it travels in this space of different possible configurations, and it matches. And of course, if I do this thing in reverse, it makes sense that it is order. So it's not that I snap my fingers in the cubes, restore the order, or that I go back in time. No, it's the same idea, the same fiction taking place, okay? In that sense, is something that I also worth mentioning as a reference is the work by Luis Garcia, a master magician from Spain, a very interesting person, very special guy. And he has this idea, and of course, I'm sure it influenced me a lot, the idea of the space of ordinations, this abstract concept of, he used it with a deck of cards. You know that you have a deck of cards, the possible configurations of a deck of cards is a super high number. It's like 52, this mathematical signal. It's a lot of possibilities. And he will have an act, and he will shuffle the cards using the Faro shuffle, and he will travel through this space of ordinations. You know, if you do 8 Faro shuffles, you will order a deck in his original order. So this idea, I had it in mind, of course, to develop this routine. So let's go for it.